Hello and welcome everybody. Hope you're having a fantastic Thanksgiving weekend. And thank you for joining us for TESPA Overwatch. We have some more preseason matches up here tonight. This is Danners bringing you the action. Starting things off on Busan. Of course, capture point map. And we got a Bastion on the side of Shawnee State University, who is our opponents for today, for at least the first match for today. Of course, this is a double header. Now, an unusual pick coming out for Wallace is the first time I believe we've seen his Ashe come out in the competitive season. Very intrigued to see how this ends up working out for him, as St. Clair is going to be the first ones to get a hold of this capture point. We've got some percent ticking down, but with the Bastion peppering them from one side and the Hanzo on the other, it could be difficult, but Walla coming in clutch, taking down HR Prime on the Bastion. So big DPS threat gone on the side of Shawnee State. At Kingdom Heart, no fear, just going point blank into the tank line. And so far, St. Clair able to hang on to this very first point. And they're going to reset, or Shawnee State taking their time, of course. Hammered off to the side. Did they switch off the Bastion, or did they end up keeping it? I think that is a Bastion up there on the top, and that's actually going to take out Mage and Couch right away. HR Prime finding the angle he needed, and with Tentaclear there on the Hammond just being an absolute unit, taking down the rest of the St. Clair squads, is going to flip at just about 50%. And they actually jumped off for a second there, which is kind of funny, but yeah, 51% right now on the side of St. Clair College. And now, sure enough, Walla is going to switch off. I don't think we have a chance to actually see Bob in action, but that's okay. Gotta do what the composition needs, and especially with the Bastion being right there. You can try and pick him off with range, but it wasn't quite working. And sure enough, HR Prime finding his target again. Jussie going down once again. He's going to try and dive on him anyway. It is right on top of HR Prime. And the sound barrier didn't actually, or that was on the side of St. Clair College, but that's going to be Sigma ult right there on the team. Does manage to get Kingdom Heart. Yo Adrian actually took HR Prime and brought him back into this game. So that pesky little Bastion just peppering the squad of St. Clair College once again. Crypt trying his dang to try and actually pressure the healer of Shawnee State, but it's going to be to no avail, as slowly but surely the rest of St. Clair are going to drop, and they're going to get full control of this area. And they've actually moved up a little bit aggressively to try and stop them before they even get towards the point. So 65% currently on the board here for Shawnee State. Again, that Hanzo just over there being an absolute pest, and he does have the Mercy backing him up. So while I'm thinking twice about trying to dive him. Meanwhile, the rest of the squad of St. Clair are actually going in for a raw capture, but here comes the tank form alongside a Dragon Strike on the side of Shawnee State. Jussie going to manage to get himself a kill alongside Walla, but Walla does eventually go down to me on the Sigma. We have 95% currently on the side of Shawnee State, so this is actually getting a little bit dangerous here for St. Clair. Crypt is on point, able to try and contest this, but the rest of the St. Clair squad are pretty far behind. They do manage to flip this over, actually, though, in the process, so 60% now, and then we're going to have a raw Death Blossom from Jussie. The invulnerability field actually comes in pretty clutch there, keeping some of the Shawnee State members alive, and that is going to be the first round of game number 1 going over to Shawnee State University. Was actually rather clutch there from the support player on Shawnee's side, able to pop down that invulnerability matrix or invulnerability field right before the Death Blossom got too deep to do too much damage. It kept a lot of his members alive at like very little health, so very well could have turned over the fight into their favor there. One thing to note for St. Clair right now is that currently, some may have noticed, some may not have, but Jub Jub is actually not in the lineup right now. Of course, it being Canadian Thanksgiving. Family, you got to keep them close too. So currently we have Crypt subbing in. He's currently the secondary support, moving Jussie up into a DPS role. Okay, so St. Clair setting up, able to get to the capture point first, and have actually made a bunker of this little corner here. And they spot out the Symmetra, so they're going to take care of those turrets real quick, and they're going to get a very clean, quick capture. And they're going to start getting the percent on first. Jussie going to try and get a flank onto the Bastion, but that's a teleporter that's going to completely shut down that idea. Although St. Clair are starting to get some kills back on themselves. Crypt on the board, as well as Kingdom Heart. Support's coming in clutch, and that was actually a huge boop from Kingdom Heart, taking down 2 on the side of Shawnee State. Complete team kill, complete wipe right there, with Kingdom Heart getting like 3 kills or 4 kills in that exchange. Who says support players can't frag? Mage in a bit of an aggressive position, just peppering the Shawnee State squad as they come in through the corridor. Although HR Prime getting a little bit peppered. That's the first time we've seen him off of the Bastion, actually picking up the Reaper. And Demi going to be able to take down Kingdom Heart. So 1 support down. That's actually a pretty low Sigma on the side of Shawnee State, but that is a flanking Reaper. He's going to be forced to use that Wraithwalk, though, and get out of dodge. A couple of low health bars. It's going to make Walla think about going in aggressive, but he's actually going to get frozen up. Damage going down. Walla couch there. Looks like St. Clair are going to end up wiping here, flipping this over to the side of Shawnee State. Jussie's going to try and contest it at least a little bit longer, but is going to go down 74% right now for St. Clair College as Shawnee begins to get their percent going. On the flanking Reaper actually does catch Walla a bit by surprise. He kind of traded a little bit, but it's going to go in the favor of HR Prime. So he does get enough damage to take down Walla, and we're going to have another bloodbath here on the street. All of St. Clair going down. Solid little gank there from Shawnee State. All right, St. Clair is completely reset and getting ready to bring themselves back into this. Kingdom Heart getting a little bit of extra poke in while also scouting for any sneaky Reapers. That is the Blizzard coming out from the May on Shawnee State. The sound barrier does come out, but that's a lot of damage getting pumped through the street. Once again, just complete bloodbath in that street, and that is going to be only Kingdom Heart alive going to run back and try to get this reset. Now, St. Clair do have ultimates at the moment with Couch and Jussie. Of course, the Flux into Death Blossom is a rather devastating combo. Can be used very well if timed correctly, of course. And they're going to go for it. They're going to get at least 2 or 3 of the members up. That is the sound barrier coming down from Shawnee State. We have Death Blossom right in the middle, but it's actually a frozen Jussie getting shut down from Death Blossom actually going down. Walla in the sky, though, trying to do his dangest to try and turn this point over. Gets like a piece of the barrage, but literally goes down as he clicks Q. And this should be game 1 going over to Shawnee State University.